Hi, Happy New Year. Today I'm going to show you how to do a double staghorn blanket, and I will write some of the links to the items I use in the video in the description below. And let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so today I am using the Joann's, I believe it's Lilac Smoke, and I cast on 28 stitches for this pattern, and I will put a link in the description below if you need help with the cast on for my beginners. So now I've gotten the 28 stitches pulled out of my cast on chain, and we are going to knit the first one, and then I am going to purl 3. So you put your yarn around the front and push it through to purl, and there's our third, and now we are going to knit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are going to purl 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do our second cable, which is going to be 8 knit again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we are going to purl 3 just like the other side. And then knit the border. This is a pattern that I did actually over 2 years ago, and I didn't write it down, so I'm going to start making more notes now when I make my patterns. I am also pulling my yarn from the center of the skein. If you can find that, it's much easier to work with. Okay, so we're gonna repeat the pattern that we just did, because we're not gonna do our crossovers for the cable until row 5 or 6, once we get up there. So we're gonna knit the knits, purl the purls and knit the knits. 3 purls, 8 knits. Okay. And 4 purls. It's a little more of an intermediate pattern, but if you've mastered the knit stitch, you should have no problem. And knit 8. One more knit. Purl 3. And knit the edge. So just like I've shown you in my other tutorial about edge stitches, you can either double knit this edge, like you knit it one way going left, and if you want to knit it again going right, that is perfectly fine. Or you can drop your edge stitch on the way back going right. So you're only knitting it once versus double knitting it. So we're going to repeat that same purl of pearls and knit the knits. This is a really cool staghorn cable. And a friend taught me how to do this, but I came up with the double staghorn, and I got lots of compliments on it. So here is the video. Okay, again, we're gonna knit the 8, and then purl 3. And knit the edge. All right. Now we are on row 4. Same thing. We're going to do 3 pearls, 8 knits. It was actually November of 2021 that I did this last double staghorn, so it's been a while. There's 4 pearls and 8 knits. And this is for about a medium size throw. Usually it's going to be about 40 inches wide. So if you want to do it smaller or larger, you can just add more pearls and more staghorn cables. Okay. And so now we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're actually, yeah, so I'm going to do 1 more, and then coming back this direction, we'll do the crossover. Three pearls, 8 knits. I hope everyone had a happy holiday season. Okay, 4 pearl, and 8 knit. You can really do whatever crossover that you want to. I'm just going to be doing it, let's see, at what I thought I did last time. So just like any other cable, you can do, depending on whether you want it to lay flatter or stand up more on your blanket. And I like mine to stand up a little, so I I cross them over sooner than some might. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we are going to cross over now, purl here, and then we are going to take the second 2 stitches going this way and cross them over the other 2, and we're going to knit them. And then you'll come back here and knit 1, knit 2. And then we're going to do the same here. We're going to knit these 2 first, and then pull the 2 over the top of the other 2. And then we'll go to our purl stitches. So I'll show you one more time. You can kind of see the direction. It looks like a little Y. And now we're going to do the same thing here. So you'll lay down those 2. Actually, you're going to go over with the middle 2 and then knit behind the first 2. And same here. We're going to pull these first 2 over and then knit these middle 2 over those 2. And there we go. All right, now we are going to go back to our purling and knit the edge stitch. And I'll show you one more before I go to the next crossover. So purl your 3, and then knit the knits again. And remember not to miss those hiding stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we're gonna purl 4. And then we're going to knit the 8 again. So we're only going to cross over on after we knit the 6th row. Okay. And purl these 3. And knit the edge stitch. And once we get it going good, it'll lay out smoother. I hope this angle is better for you guys. And the location on the video is better with the yarn. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and knit 6 more rows, and we'll come back at this end and we'll do another crossover. Okay, so I have knit the 6 more rows, and I always have a tape measure with me when I'm making blankets, and I measure about 5 to 6 inches up, not from where I start, because this yarn does stretch out. If you look where I start, it's about 38 inches, and now I'm at, as you can see, 40 inches. So if you wanted it a little bit wider, I would recommend adding one more purl stitch on each end. And that will give you a couple more inches. So let's go ahead and do our 3 purls. 1, 2, 3. Now we are going to take these second 2, we'll skip the first 2, and we will cross them over and knit them. And then knit the 2 behind. And then we'll knit these last 2 and knit the middle 2 over. And we're going to do the purl 4. 3, 4. And now we are back to our other cable. So again, we'll take the 3rd and 4th stitch and cross it over and knit them. Knit the 2 behind, then knit the last 2 of the 8, and the middle 2 over those. And it really ends up being a cool large cable. Knit purl our last 3 and knit the edge. So now we're going to do the purl 3 again. And knit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you can see it. Purl 4, and knit 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, then purl the last 3 and knit the edge. Okay, so you're just going to want to keep doing that, like I said, for another 6 rows, and then you'll do the crossover again. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I've knit my 6 rows, or 5 rows. I'm crossing over on the 6th row. And so after you do your crossover, then you knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th you cross over again. So here we are, and like I said, though, it doesn't really matter if it's the 5th row or the 6th or 7th row. It's just your preference on if it stands out better. Whoopsie. Okay, so here we are at the crossover again, taking stitch 3 and 4 over. We're going to knit 3, and then we're going to knit 4, and then we're going to knit the other 2 behind. We'll take the last 2 of the 8 and knit 7 and 8, and then you're going to knit the last 2 over the top of those. Purl 4, and then again we're going to take the second set of 2 and knit them over the top of the first set, and then we'll knit the first 2 behind. And here we go. Knit the last 2 over, and the middle 2 over these. And that's your crossover once again. So purl 3, knit 1. So that is 3 of the crossovers, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much. Happy knitting.